Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about my top 10 Kingdom Hearts moments, and this is my personal favorites. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I also want to say that if you haven't caught up with Kingdom Hearts yet, please don't watch this video. There will be a spoiler in this video, and with that out of the way, let's get started. Coming up as number 10 is the fight between Sora and Riku. This was a long time coming, and I really think that this game set up this really well. I really like to see that Sora and Riku's rivalry coming to a head there, and I also think this set up their friendship in the future. Even though they are enemies now, Sora don't see Riku as his enemy. He is his friend that he wants to save, and that's one thing that also helps see Sora as a character. He is a loyal friend, and he will always be that. And I can't forget to mention that my friends are my power. That is also something that helps see Sora how he is as a character. And that's the reason why I add this moment as number 10. Coming up as number 9 is the fate of the Birth by Sleep trio. I really fall in love with Aqua, Terra and Ventus during Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and it was extremely sad to see them all fall. I really felt it sting right in my heart. Ventus fell asleep and couldn't wake up. Terra was consumed by Xehanort, possessed by Xehanort or whatever, and Aqua was trapped in the realm of darkness. All of this was fate that I felt like really stung. I really fall in love with the characters, and then and there I really wish that the direction went differently. And that's why this moment coming up as number 9. Coming in as number 8 is Vanitas meet Sora, or Sora meet Vanitas, or whatever. I really like this moment because for those who haven't played any other Kingdom Hearts game or just started with Kingdom Hearts 3, this gives you a real flashback to what happened between Vanitas and Ventus. In that it doesn't tell you much, it tells you some of the more important, and I really like it for it. The other reason I really like to see Sora and Vanitas meet, I really thought this was destined to come, and I really like what Goofy said when Vanitas tried to defeat them. The king told us about this. Ventus wasn't able to defeat Vanitas. They struck each other down. I really think that was a great dialogue. I also like the conversation before that when he told that he used Randall as a pawn. I really felt like that was pretty obvious, but I really like to hear it. I also like that the ones who actually defeated Benito this time was Mike and Sully. I really think that Sully overpowered Benito was actually a bit funny, and that is one of the many reasons that this ends up as number 8. Coming up as number 7 is the reunion with Sora, Riku and Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 2. I really think this was an extremely great moment. It was overshadowed for so long, and it finally came. Sora, Riku and Kairi really reunite, and it was really a sweet moment. I really felt the happiness each character felt for returning. Riku may have had a problem with the darkness, but in return he did end up with Sora and Kairi, and he did turn back to his original form. And that's one of the reasons this is number 7. I really think that it could have been greater, but again it was a great moment and it deserves a spot as number 7. Coming up as number 6 is Sion's death. Some of you might wonder why I choose Tiff's death over Erika's death or Kairi's death. Well, it's actually quite simple. Even though those were pretty sad deaths, the Sion's death hit me even harder. I really loved the dynamic between her, Roxanne, and Axel. I really felt the friendship shining, and when she died, I almost couldn't stop crying just as Roxas. And I also mention this because of the importance it has on Roxas' story. After Sion's died, Roxas was out for revenge against Semnet, which led him to battle Riku, and Riku had to call on the darkness to defeat Roxas. But again, it was a really sad death. I really wish that Sion didn't die because I really liked her character. I was happy once she returned in Kingdom Hearts 3. I hope she's there to stay for now. I really hope we get to see more Sion in the future, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Sion's death, number 6. It's my final decision on that. Coming up as number 5 is the Master's plan finally being revealed. I really love to see how the Master plans really worked. Either I didn't like Universe that much, I still end up watching all of the cutscene. I really like how ruthless the master is, but at the end of the day, he's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to be the good guy in this war. Either someone even claims that he isn't, he's still doing what he thinks is right. And that is something that had to be amendable. But the thing is, even though this is how he proceed to do this, he's still doing it in an evil way. He's still sacrificing 7 people, his friends and his students, because of a war with the darkness. I understand that I think that the darkness need to be defeated, but again, sacrificing the people you care about is just wrong. I really think that I really like that he's that kind of do whatever it take kind of person, but I dislike the lengths he's willing to go. And but I really like the plan he has. I really like how ruthless he really is, because I really didn't see that coming, and that's plus a few other reasons is the reason coming up as number 5. Coming up as number 4 is Woody overpowering Xehanort. This is a moment that you will believe that come from a Final Fantasy character, but no, it's coming from a Disney character, and that helped increase the moment. I really like to see Woody overpowering young Xehanort, and I really like that he actually roast him while doing it. It really helps me appreciate this moment even more, and show that even Disney character can be extremely powerful. I know that not all the Disney characters seem so powerful, but seeing Woody actually overpower Xehanort makes him feel like he's a real hero, in my opinion. And the speech he gives him the only helps this moment and his character. I really enjoy seeing this moment. I really like to see that Xehanort get his comeuppance. I like that in the end they managed to saving Buzz as well in the end. I really think this moment deserved this spot, and I can't wait for you people to see this moment too. Coming up next is the reunion between Terra, Aqua and Ventus. This is an incredible sweet moment in my opinion. Seeing Terra, Aqua and Ventus reunite after so long. I really can't help to slip a few tears with them because I really like seeing their happiness. I really like the happy moment they're sharing, and I think it's deserved to be mentioned. I know there probably ain't much to talk about this moment, but I have a little bit to say. Terra Aqua and Mantis was gone from each other for so long. It really was the worst part of their life to being separated. And now, after so long, they're finally able to be reunited. They have finally been reunited, and it really is a sweet moment. It's a really happy moment that helps show how much they care about each other, and it deserves to be on the spot. Coming up as number 2 is the reveal that Sigma is Luxu. I really like this reveal because I really didn't see it coming. I had suspicion that Sigma was somehow connected to the foreteller, but wasn't sure that he was directly Luxu, and that's something that helped make this moment even better. I'm not gonna talk very much about it because I think most of you have seen it, but what I want to say is that this reveal was a shock. I really like to see that the foreteller returned in Kingdom Hearts 3. They're gonna play an important role in the future, and this moment helped to set all of that up, and that is why it earned its place as number 2. Coming up as number 1 is Sora's sacrifice in Kingdom Hearts 1. I talked about Sora and his relation with his friend in the earlier part of this video, but this is the shining example of what Sora is willing to do for his friends. After all, he was ready to sacrifice himself for Kairi and to stop the keyhole, and that is something that helps Sora as a character. He's selfless in every way. He's willing to do whatever it takes to save his friends, but he's not really going to cross the line to do it, and that is amendable. I really liked seeing Sora sacrificing well, or like I think it's a really sad moment if I'm gonna say it right way. And seeing Sora, come back, Sora, is really stinging my heart. Seeing and the fact that Kairi saw in Paris also was something that sting a little bit. I really think that it was a sad moment, but in the same time it was a really great moment. I really like this moment overall, and I think this is what a shining moment in a Kingdom Hearts game. And that's it for this video. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.